Now, the big story of the moment, of the era, of course, is the cost of living crisis. And it has, unfortunately, led to perhaps a surprising story that's emerged out of all of this. And this is the rise of people having to give up their pets. They simply cannot afford to look after them anymore.
Now, staff at the Thornberry Animal Sanctuary in Sheffield say that they're looking after more pets than ever before. Our Yorkshire and Humber reporter, Anna Riley, has the story.
Thornberry Animal Sanctuary in South Yorkshire is struggling to care for the influx of pets that have been handed over to them by their owners due to the rising costs of living. Helen Connolly is the general manager at the charity. She says the centre in Sheffield has seen a huge increase in dogs and rabbits and has reached maximum capacity.
Currently, we have every kennel full. We've got dogs in foster homes with our volunteers, and staff members have got dogs and cats and rabbits that they've taken on foster, just so that we can take in everything we can, basically. Cost of living is certainly up there. We've seen people have other commitments that they perhaps didn't have before. The veterinary fees, I think when people have bought dogs through lockdown, they've not kind of factored in that insurance is really expensive for animals, and if something does go wrong and a dog needs an operation, then that can quickly escalate into the thousands.
Thornberry is also feeling the financial pinch, with the animals being brought in getting more and more expensive for the sanctuary to look after. Jed Jenkins-Omar is the fundraising manager at the sanctuary, which relies wholly on public donations.
The rise of cost of living has had an impact, because if you look at our energy bills, for example, last month they're almost double now, so they're touching nearly £3,000 last month. So this winter they're obviously just going to go through the roof, as it's due to increase again. Transportation costs have had an effect on things like animal feed, wood pellets over at our farm. Financially, it's always obviously a struggle for any animal sanctuary. We've had to take on new staff to to help with the demand of the animals. We've recently took on a vet, which is the first time we've ever had a vet at Thornberry, so we're really pleased and proud about that, but also it does add additional costs. The team is growing, so that's great, but obviously that does come at a price.
The Animal Sanctuary is calling on people in the region, like Anne Coxton, to volunteer their time at the centre.
Staff do a fantastic job, but we do need volunteers, really desperately need volunteers in cattery, kennels, small animals. You know, they can't do everything, so they do need us.
As bills continue to rise, staff at the charity here are urging people to think twice about whether they can afford it before buying or adopting pets. Anna Riley, GB News, Sheffield.